welcome to Night Rips. And time to work on my collection a little bit more. And this would be opening up a newer product. This would be a hobby box of 2020 Topps Stadium Club. Now I'm only going to rip half this box in this video. I like to try to keep these videos a little bit shorter. And honestly, if you see how many cards I have to sort after videos and just in general, since this is not the only cards that add to my collection, you'd understand why. So we are going to rip 8 packs. There's 16 in total. There's 8 cards per pack, and we're gonna rip this oversized box loader. So let me go ahead and pull out the 8 packs, and while I'm doing that, definitely take time to invite you to the channel as we chase those 1,000 subscribers. Love for y'all to come along, hitting that subscribe button below and the notify bell. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 packs. Put this away for another day. Probably be next week. I don't know. I've got a lot of product to open, but let's go ahead and before I zoom in, and of course there is a lot of stuff that can be in this. I think of the 300 card set, I'm 160 in. A lot of this is, a lot of different inserts. If you've ever opened up any of the newer Stadium Club, you realize everything you can get. But the nice thing about a hobby box, we're guaranteed 2 autographs, at least 2. So we might pull 2 today. We might pull 1 today. We might pull none. Who knows? It'll at least tell us what happens with that second rip. But let's go ahead and take a look at what's in this oversized box loader before I zoom in to see what this oversized card looks like. And of course, it's going to give me a little bit of tug at me. And again, I've never opened up a hobby box of this one. I've always done, well, I've really pulled it out of blind boxes, but we got, oh, there we go, for the Washington Nationals. A nice oversized, kind of bent up Max Scherzer. Of course, Mad Max he went from Washington to the Dodgers and then went to the Mets. But a cool card nonetheless, even though it is a little bit bent. But we'll put you to the side, zoom in, and see what we can find in these 8 packs. And I do like to go a little bit slower with these, simply because I like looking at the photos. It's not like we're just going to rip through the base looking for those hits. We're going to savor it a little bit. Think of this as that meal that you just have to go eat. And we'll start it off with a big one here. Miggy Cabrera, who has hit the 500 home runs and the 3,000 hits. He did 3,000 this year, so it was 2 years after this card came out. Nice Nolan Ryan here. We got a little bit of stick with these cards. But of course, the other reason why we want to make sure to open these sooner than later is if there's any redemptions, we will make sure we get them. Michael Conforto with the Mets. And I'm being real careful, of course. There's Daniel Vogelbach, who, of course, he was with Seattle. Ended up, I think he went to the Brewers, then he went to the Pirates, and now he is with the Mets. Got to see him play. He's kind of cool. And we got a Power Zone card for Showtime. Shohei Ohtani. And of course, I got it loose, and then it stuck right back to it. Let's take a look at what a Power Zone card looks like. That's pretty neat. Of course, Shohei being one of those two-way players. We got a nice Vladdy Jr. And that, honestly, I have to go back and check. I don't know if that's the base card or if that might be one of the gimmick cards. Because that's an interesting, of course, he's there at the Rogers Center in Toronto. And it was Brian Anderson. So one thing I'm going to look, I don't remember, there is colored variations. And I didn't think I saw any, and we didn't. So go ahead and open up the second pack. I do like this set, and it's nice to be opening up a little bit more modern Stadium Club. There's Derek Dietrich. We are still waiting for 2022 to come out. Josh Van Meter. But opening up something, trying to get my collection tightened up a little bit. Colton Wong with St. Louis. Of course, he obviously went to the Brewers. And we got Lou Gehrig. And be careful of those bats, Lou. I have stepped on the bats when they were like that, and it never turns out good. And we end up, well, this is interesting. So we got our first auto, and that's actually a very interesting auto. It's Gio Ushela. And very interesting to see, of course, Gio Ushela with the Yankees. Trying to see, is that... I have to go back and see what his first full name is. Because everybody, we know him as Gio Ushela. But that is pretty cool, though. Of course, he's still with the Yankees. And unfortunate, they could not even win a game against Houston. But so be it. We have a Kyle Hendricks. Of course, this would be that red foil, which is actually the more common of the foils. There's Mark Canha, who's now with the Mets. And end it with Gleyber Torres. All right, so 2 packs in, we pulled our first auto. And actually pretty cool. I don't mind Gio Ushela. I know there's a lot of people that are a little bit upset with him, but I'm fine with it. There's Ryan Sandberg, their legend with the Cubs. And Jorge Soler, and for those that don't know, Jorge Soler is actually, he is one of my accidental PCs. Whenever I got back into the hobby last year, my first box at Jumbo, I pulled a game worn piece of mem from him, and then for whatever reason, I ended up just getting everything with him. I got him as the home run challenge card. I bought the Dansby Swanson and Jorge Soler base relic that Top still hasn't sent out yet from last year's I want to say it was the championship series, but I don't remember. It's been too long. Sucks getting old. And whenever he got the postseason set, I ended up getting his auto. So it's kind of cool to get Jorge Soler. There's Juan Soto, of course, no longer with Washington. Went to the Phillies, and of course, they couldn't beat. They went to the Padres, and then they couldn't beat the Phillies. So obviously, he didn't get a chance to go back to the World Series. Of course, this was the year after he had gone to the World Series. Joey Gallo, now with the Dodgers. We have a in the wings red foil rookie of Yordan Alvarez, who honestly just raked this year in the playoffs. So we'll see. He's going to have some good stuff going to happen. Of course, this is a red foil unnumbered. We have a Zach Greinke. Pulling a lot of Houston here. This is that Heroes of the Zone. Pretty cool. Of course, Zenke's no longer. He's now with the Royals, so he's not going to get to go back to the show this year. Charlie Blackmon, and end it with Hideki Matsui. And like I said, the reason I'm only opening up half the box, as you can tell, I'm enjoying this one. I do love Stadium Club, and I have ripped one blaster of this. I thought I had a second blaster. I thought I had won a special auction. Opened it up, and it was just football cards. Seth Brown. So that kind of sucked a little bit. Barry Larkin. Keston Hura. Yeah, so you never know what you're going to get when you buy some of this blind stuff. Corey Kluber, of course, went from Texas to the Yankees to the Rays. Don't think there was a step in between. We got Matt Thaiss, nice rookie for the Angels. And we have a Mike Schmidt backwards, but as we know, when we look at Stadium Club, being backwards doesn't mean anything. But in this case, actually it's a much older Mike Schmidt, but this would be one of those red foils. Pretty cool. Getting those, it's not a big deal. I mean, they are a parallel set, and if you want to do the rainbow, you got to collect them all, but it's not like they're rare. I think there's like 4 or 6 per box. It's Nick Solak's rookie, and Michael Brantley, yet another Astro. A lot of Astros. I wonder if that might be an indicative of who might win the World Series this year. I don't know. Between Astros and Phillies, I don't rightly know. We'll see. There's Eloy Jimenez. And sometimes when I look back, it's hard to remember which ones of these were where they were. It's Jordan Alvarez, rookie card. That's a good one there. We have Wilson Contreras, obviously the brother of the Braves catcher, William. Nelson Cruz. Rhys Hoskins, yet another one that just played beyond his skill in the playoffs. Did well. Had that 2-game homer. That was pretty neat. We got another Michael Brantley. Backwards, and is it backwards for a reason? And yeah, it's backwards because it is yet another red foil. And we got Josh Rojas, and that one looks, no, that's about the same, because there is black ones, and every once in a while those black ones do throw me off. And there's Walker Buehler. That's kind of a shame. All right, 3 packs to go. Don't know who pulled the other auto. I'm glad we pulled one. Actually, hopefully we saved the other one for the next pack. But you never know. I mean, I didn't pull them all out and mix them up. I mean, you saw what you did. Bubba Starling, rookie. So it is what it is. Oh, speaking of another guy who going to do really, really well in the postseason, Kyle Schwarber, or Kyle Schwarber. Of course, he did well in the month. I think it was June, but he did well outside of June too. It's nice. Austin Riley. Of course, his bat went cold in the postseason. Part of the reason we didn't do as well. And there's Charlie Morton, our pitcher. We actually extended him for 1 more year. And a lot of people are thinking that was it for him. But no, we're going to keep him at least another year. Marcus Stroman, who's now with the Cubs. And we have Jose Urquidy. Backwards, is he red foil? And he is. And actually, that's his rookie card. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize he was a rookie in 2020. Because we did go up against him in 2021. There's Jacob deGrom. And we'll see if he becomes a Brave here in the postseason. And end it with a rookie of Austin Nola. Of course, Austin Nola, now a catcher with the Padres. And the brother of Aaron Nola. It was weird to see the 2 Nola brothers go up against each other. But we know how that turned out. At least the Padres did win a game. Not like the Yankees, who won none. Okay, there's Yasmani Grandal. Got a rookie of Logan Webb. Kirby Yates, who is now a Brave. Of course, a lot of problems this year. He had Tommy John in the offseason, and then he just didn't come back well. So we'll see how he does next year. Stan the Man Musial. And we got a backwards card, numbered to 99. This is a Keston Hiura. And a numbered card, what is it? It is one of those, it's an In the Wings, one of the black foil cards. So numbered to 99. So we did pull a numbered card. That's pretty cool. Keston Hiura, he's all right. Nico Horner, who this should be his rookie card. Let me see. And it is. And actually, it's his rookie card in the Wings. We got Randall Grichuk. And we'll end it with Luis Severino, pitcher for the Yankees. It still amazes me how much the Yankees just collapsed after winning all those games. They just started off so hot. Last pack. We may or may not have the auto in here. Again, I hope we don't. Then we know we're going to find an auto in the next one. But we'll see. I mean, I'll take them either way. There's Carl Yastrzemski. We got Kyle Hendricks. And this would be not the red foil. Because I'm like, I've seen him before. But yes, it's because it was a red foil. We have Abraham Toro, rookie. Getting a nice little hug from Altuve. Anthony Rendon, who really has done nothing since he came to the Angels. Giancarlo Stanton. Again, another one that just amazed me. His bat went cold. I mean, he hit some good ones, but not as good as what people wanted. We have the big hurt, Frank Thomas. And it's backwards. Is it because it's a color? And it is. That's an actually very interesting pose there. Actually saying big hurt on his shirt. But is that red foil? We got Yelly. Be nice to see if he actually ever comes back, right? Has not done well for the last couple of years, actually. And we'll end it with Mauricio Dubon, his rookie card. So that's it. 8 packs in, half a hobby box. And we did pull some cool stuff. I mean, we definitely pulled some red foils. Some red foils of neat players like the rookie in the wings, Yordan Alvarez. Don't think we pulled any more. Oh, we definitely, Jose Urquidy. I always pronounce his name wrong. Michael Brantley, Mike Schmidt, and Kyle Hendricks. We did pull one of the black foil. These are numbered cards. This one will be Keston Hiura. This one will be numbered 30 of 99. And finally, the big one that we hit. Of course, you're going to get 2 autographs in a hobby box. That's the guarantee. We did pull one, which actually is not too bad. Gio Ushela. So I hope you enjoyed. Again, half of a hobby box opening. I definitely wanted to keep these a little bit shorter. I like to talk through these. I like to enjoy these. And so we'll be opening up that second hobby box, like I said, probably next week. So we're going to be guaranteed at least one more auto. But if you like all this stuff, you like seeing the old and the new. I mean, this one's not very old, but it's still there to push my collection a bit. I definitely invite you to join the channel and join the chase to hit 1,000 subscribers. Hitting that subscribe button below, just hit it. It's free. It does nothing, no pain. Just do it. Also hit the notify bell. If you have any feedback, drop it in the comment section below. But as always, we always like to try to control the YouTube algorithm. Hit that thumbs up button, like the video. Appreciate taking the time to enjoy me expanding more of my collection in even some of the newer stuff. There's a lot of 2000s I don't have. I've got boxes of 2003 on the way. So we'll get what we can get, and I hope you come join the ride. So until next time, bye now.